Good morning, everybody. I'm going to give a minute just for a few folks to show up. It's a little early in the morning today, and Hamvention hasn't opened up yet. And I have nearly zero experience of live streaming, so here we are. Hey, Rob. I can see my chat now. Thanks for coming in. Just wanted to do a walk around to say goodbye to Dayton Hamvention, or Xenia Dayton Hamvention. I don't know how that's classified nowadays. But I got to leave out here in a little bit. I got a long drive home, pulling the Cousin Eddie mobile. So I thought I'd walk around and see what's going on around the boneyard. See how many folks are left. Wow, there's still folks here. Okay. I'm not sure how I can tell who's in the chat, but thank you. I see I got about 6 folks in there, and I appreciate you very much. Try not to get run over here. I tell you, this has been a journey for me, obviously. I don't get much adventure these days, but this has been one. Traveling to the Moore Expo a few months back with a few of the guys was an outstanding experience, but this has been wow. This has been amazing, to say the very least. Good morning. This has been amazing. I have never seen so many flea market vendors in one place in my entire life. And wow. The choice, the options, the diversity of the different amount of radio and computer equipment that I've seen is just wow. Well, you already know if you've ever been to Dayton. But I tell you what, it's been like winning the lottery for me. Planned several months ago. I think I bought my tickets back in February, and then lost them. And then right the day I was leaving, I found them again. But in the meantime, I got some advice from some other YouTube creators and said, hey, you need to apply for a media pass. And that was troublesome and fraught with errors, but it finally happened. So I got that done. And I'm utilizing our little RV pull behind trailer to get up here, and had a lot of issues with it. You know, I took it to Moore and it wasn't so bad, but I had a hot water tank breakdown, changed it out, yada yada. And I noticed I had a taillight problem, so you know what? A week or two before I leave for Dayton, I'm gonna fix that. Fixed it completely the night before I left for Dayton. Didn't think that was gonna happen. Get about 20 minutes away from the house the day I left, trailer brakes locked up. I had to address that really quick, and got on the road. And wow. Anyway, I had made reservations at Cowan Lake State Park to stay there. And thanks, Matt. I got you, brother. And so I got that set aside. Now, I'd never been there. I was hoping it was a good experience. But on the way here, I mean, I think it was an hour and a half, almost 2 hours away from Xenia, and Jason, KC5HWB, over at Ham Radio 2.0, hit me up on All-Star. We'd been talking the entire route, He got up here before I did. And he said, hey, I got a deal for you. You know, somebody who has a RV spot on the fairgrounds is not going to be able to make it, and they're looking for somebody to take the spot. I'm like, sold, dude. I'm your man. And that was able to happen. And I got up here and I got an RV spot on the fairgrounds. Talk about winning the lottery. It just keeps getting better and better. But I'm going to have a bigger video coming out about that in the future, about my whole experience here. It may take 2 videos, because you know me, I like to talk and I like details, but it is what it is. Let's take a look here. Still quite a few vendors out, folks in the flea market. This is out at the racetrack. The boneyard had a little bit less in it than yesterday, obviously, because a lot of folks like to leave out on Saturday or Sunday. Some folks got a long way to go. Yeah, boy. All kinds of stuff. Some of the old Yaesu rigs are just as good as the new ones as far as functionality. But wow, yeah, still a lot of folks out here. I guarantee you, if you get out here on a Sunday, you're going to find a deal, because you're inevitably going to find somebody out here that's selling some items that just don't want to haul it all home, and they're willing to take a break on it. So if you're close by to Dayton and you've got your ticket, you might as well come on out today. I'm just going to kind of walk around here a little bit, take everything in, try to remember it as much as I can. I don't know if I'll make it next year or not. I just don't know, you know. I'm going to make every effort, because this is worth it. This is so worth it. And next year, I'm going to bring more money. I just wasn't as prepared as I thought I was going to be. And of course, the trailer issues kind of dipped into all that. But it is what it is. Wow, this place is enormous. And I tell you what, and I've said this before in other videos, I've known a lot of these ham-tuber friends of mine digitally for like the last year or so. And you don't really know somebody until you meet them in person, and then we're even better. I can't express enough the hospitality, the open arms, the welcome in, come and share what we have. You want to share everything you got with them. And it's been overwhelming, really has. And I just want to say thank you to all of you guys. Went to the 4 Days in May vendor meetup thing. Oh my gosh, that was really cool. Reinvigorated my interesting QRP. Good morning.
Good morning.
And still want to do some Meshtastic stuff now that I've seen a little bit more about it. But you know, it is what it is. It's what ham rigging is all about. We keep learning till the day we die. If not, we're not doing it right, I guess, huh? Oh wow, okay. One last look around here. I've got about 800 miles to go once I do get started. And I'll have to spend the night alongside the road somewhere. On the way up here, I made it, of course I left a little bit late from Henrietta. And I made it back to, I made it all the way to Evansville, Indiana. And found a Love's truck stop. I don't know what I'm doing, it's 9 o'clock at night. So I just pulled back there with all the trucks. Found a spot alongside a curb, out of the way and off the road. And just got about 4 or 5 hours sleep. Was right next to a Carl's Jr. Or no, well, it was a Wendy's. Right next to a Wendy's. Had supper there that night. Of course, I get up the next morning, I'm gonna run over and get me a cup of coffee, and they were closed. So I trucked it on over to Love's and got me some coffee there and jumped back in the truck and kept going. And did everything I could. No, apparently it wasn't enough. I thought I did everything I could to avoid going through downtown Cincinnati, and I was wrong. I started hitting the loop around Cincinnati, and Google veered me back in, and before I realized what I'd done, it was too late. So yeah, I got that experience. Dragging a gym sock of a mobile home or an RV through Cincinnati downtown was, whoo, yeah, that wasn't fun. But I got through it. Was really careful, didn't talk on the radio, didn't let my distractions distract me, and got on through and got out of there as quickly as possible, as safely as possible, and got on up here to Xenia. I tell you what, I guess I pictured Xenia in my head to be more metro than it is, and it's got some amenities, don't get me wrong, but it feels like a small town. It feels like a rural small town. It's really nice, the people are nice. Generosity is everywhere. It's crazy. I just love it. I mean, I'm not making plans to move to Ohio yet, but property taxes would probably kill me. But a great bunch of folks. Great bunch of folks. Okay, let's turn this back around here. Coming back out of the racetrack and back into Hamvention. That's my favorite part right there. You see that little tower that looks like a guard tower. Public safety officials, in all respects, utilize these for big events like this just so they can see over the crowd. And they've got zoom cameras on there. They've got local cameras that do wide angle, and they'll have one camera somewhere up there that will do PTZ, and you can zoom into a net's hind end and see what you need to see. And of course, they got comms up there and send out to the other officers in the field, or the EMS workers, or the firemen. Everybody involved, even emergency management, I'm sure, is out here. Already got the hams who probably don't even know each other sit and talk for hours. I sit and talked to so many people yesterday I never knew. And I tell you what, I learned a lot. And I tell you, it's just genuine. It was a great feeling. You know, so many years I spent in public service, as the years go by, kind of make you feel standoffish to a lot of folks, because you really have trust issues in my former line of work, and I never liked that. Because I was just like my dad. My dad never met a stranger and talked to a stranger for hours. And now that I'm retired and I'm not wearing all the garbolia I had to wear before, it feels more real now, and I can interact with folks on an honest level. Food vendors are getting it all ready for today. I'm telling you what, this is better than the Tulsa State Fair. Food everywhere, and most of it that I have is good. I'm not saying everybody's perfect. And I still didn't get a pork chop sandwich. That line was 7 miles long every day I've been here. And it looks like they're already getting ready to start cooking again. These folks here make an incredible hamburger and whole sandwich. I didn't get to try these folks, but everybody was lined up there, so it's got to be good. Good morning. I didn't get to try these folks. Of course, here's the flagpoles. We had our meet and greet yesterday. That was standing room only. Woo-wee. Appreciate everybody that showed up for that. That was awesome. Met a lot of good folks, and I mean a lot. Got to witness the kids with Yoda. I believe it was the ARL kids do a QSO with Carlos, our good friend, the Mexican Jumping Bean, as he did his descent yesterday. That was amazing. There's the lemonade shake, that's quite good. And here is the pork chop sandwich, folks. They make incredible hamburgers as well. I may just try to get one of these and just eat it for breakfast. I haven't ate yet. We'll give them a chance to cook some, I guess. Pizza Shack, seen a lot of people here yesterday. Xenia's deputy sheriffs, very polite, very respectful, very clean cut. These guys are good. The sirloin tip sandwich and dinner. Seen a lot of folks here yesterday too. So you see a long line at a booth like this. The longer lines, you know they're good. The shorter lines, you have to kind of make up your own mind. On this coffee hub over here. Now this had a long line yesterday. I didn't get to try them.
Yeah.
The coffee hub, always good. Always, always. Here's the Dayton Hamvention booth. You can come get your t-shirt, sweatshirt, commemorative for Dayton 2024. There's one place I gotta show you over here. I mean, yesterday as the day was winding down, my back was killing me. I get back spasms really bad. Yeah, I got a lot of health problems, whatever. But you know what? I didn't feel like eating a meal. You get so hot during the day, especially yesterday was warm. So I thought, you know what? I've been seeing a lot of people over here at this homemade ice cream booth. I'm like, what's that all about? You know, I'm pretty particular about my ice cream, but they have something special out here that, well, let me just say, these folks know what they're doing. This is Raiders Old Fashioned Homemade Ice Cream from Tiro, Ohio. And they have vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, butter, pecan, John Deere green, which is mint chocolate chip, peanut butter with Reese's cup, banana, coffee with chocolate, black raspberry, and black walnut. I came by here yesterday at quitting time and got me a cup of banana, and oh my God, that was so good. So good. I'm live streaming, just warning you. But these are the machines they use to make the homemade ice cream. This is like Grandma used to do it, only on a larger scale. Grandma probably wished she had this mechanism because she made a lot of homemade ice cream, but it was never this good. The banana was outstanding, by the way, guys. Y'all did really, really good there. But y'all need it. They're kind of on the right across from building number 2, I believe. Well, towards the boneyard. I am turned around here. It's not even funny. But this is the device that they're using to make the ice cream, and you can't miss out. I'm going to gawk on about this forever. They tried to take some with me. I wish I had a mobile freezer. But anyway, folks, you know, the long and short of it, there's a lot of cool stuff out here. There's one day left. That's today. I don't know how long it'll go, but I haven't regretted 1 ounce of this trip other than not being able to make it to the pub last night. I really, really wanted to go, but I was in a lot of pain, and I couldn't do it. Just couldn't stand up any longer. Had to get something on my back. This little booth right here had a nice long line at it too, and I've smelled it all day long last couple of days, and really, really good. You don't want to forget your boxcar steak sandwich and giant pork tenderloin. I got a bag of this kettle corn too. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. But there it is. Oh, pardon me, sir. Watch where you turn around. I don't have any turn signals or a rear view mirror with this thing, so. Hamvention, Xenia, Ohio. My first trip. And there's not enough thank yous I can throw out there. Dennis with Denko. I'm gonna out him a little bit because he's great. Not trying to embarrass anybody, but I met Dennis at the QRP event in person for the first time. We've known each other for a little while, digitally, of course, but I started talking to him because I'm a big fan of his product, but I've never owned one. And he asked me, he said, "You own one of my batteries, don't you?" And I said, "Yeah, no, I haven't. I've been meaning to buy one, but I just hadn't done it yet, So many other projects going on." And he reached into his backpack and he handed me one. He said, "Now you do." And I said, "Dennis, this is too much. It's a 5.5 watt amp hour battery. It's a Denko." I said, "This is too much." He said, "I brought some just to give away." And that's the kind of guy he is. So 73s to you, Dennis. Thank you, brother. That was a great deal. I'm going to do a series of videos on that little bird because it has been on my checklist for quite some time. Well, crowds are picking up. The folks are coming in. I'll show you this little crowd coming in right now. Yeah, the gates are open at Dayton Hamvention, y'all. And I guarantee you, a lot of these folks that don't stop at the food booths will be right over to the flea market. Today's the day to get the deals, I'm telling you. And it's kind of a bittersweet thing. I'm so fortunate to get to come. So fortunate for the fortunes that have presented themselves to me here. I can't describe enough how wonderful this trip was. But it's about time to go. I've got to get over there and finish packing up the RV, get it hitched up, and start the 2-day trip back home. So I'm gonna start winding things down. I want to say thank you to Jason, KC5HWV, Frank, KG5AHJ, and Mike, K8MRD, Rob, of course, W5ITR, and Kyle, AA0Zoo. Gee whiz. Steve, KM9G, Jim, Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey, and Chuck. I'm going to get this wrong probably. K6USY. I can't never remember Chuck's call. I'm a little dyslexic. It is what it is. And sorry I didn't get to see you, Mr. Smoking Ape. That would have been great. But it is what it is. I think I got to see everybody else, Dennis, and I mean a few folks that have smaller channels that came up to me just to say hello. That was just great. And if I'm missing you right now, my apologies, because it's not my intentions. You've all made my stay here just amazing. And I just want to say thank you. So it's time to say goodbye to Dayton. Bittersweet, but I'll be back. This is Freddie Mac, your ham radio crusader, saying 73s, wishing all the good signals to be yours, and ham on, y'all.